finally here. Finally here. After more than a week. Oh my goodness. No, I shouldn't remove that one. Let me remove this one. How is everybody? Let us oil our wig, brush it, and get started. I shouldn't actually put too much oil. Who is here? This wig needs to be brushed. God knows. God knows. So the video is going to be my mirror. Ay, Jesus, I just swept this floor today. Is your love? This your grace. I think I need to put more oil actually. Thing is looking like it needs oil. Let me know if you're watching so that we can get started. I have my notes in this phone, so oh, 20% battery. The phone is going to die on us. I have 20%. I didn't charge my phone today. So the Facebook Live is telling me 20%. Anyway, let's just get started so that we can at least achieve something before the phone dies. I just want to really do this. So I went out the other night with this hair and I didn't do nothing with it. Usually you're supposed to, you know, flat iron the hair. And I didn't do it. I just didn't have time to do it. I didn't even brush the hair. That's how sweet the story is. I didn't get to brush the hair. So we got to the event and my husband helped me to use the brush. Like, it was like this. I was like, oh, okay, at least it's better than nothing, because I couldn't brush it from behind. I was like, okay, thank you. So now I'm like, let me use this opportunity that I'm live to take care of it, to show this hair some tender love, which it deserves, which I haven't been showing it. Let me tell you, I have had this hair for a long time and I've never flat ironed it. I have never flat ironed this hair. But I'm going to do it one of these days when... Hi, Wanda. Good evening. Hello, 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 hello. How are you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. How are you enjoying your weekend so far? What have you done today? So, as I was saying, I've never taken good care of this hair, which I actually should. The hair is thirsty. The hair is thirsty. I hope I'm not putting too much oil. I was told not to put too much oil on this hair ever. Okay. I think this is enough for now. I'm going to be tempted to put more. Do I have dry elbows? Okay. Time to get started. So what do we want to talk about today? Last time I was live. That was a week ago on Friday. Today is Saturday. And I said that I would come back live to continue on what we were talking about. I was talking about some of the shocking things that I experienced in Dubai, but we couldn't finish. I think I talked about one or two of the things that I witnessed there. And I promised I would come the next day. And life happened. You people didn't see me. And here I am, more than a week later, live. Oh, thank you, Val, Vanny. Thank you. I do have a new subscriber to my channel. It says, I just got a notification. Thank you so much, whoever subscribed. Thank you. Someone is watching on YouTube that just subscribed. I appreciate you so much. Welcome to our small community. Let me see. Oh my God, some of you, someone says, okay, who is here? I cannot pronounce your name. Hello, Charlie. Someone says, oh, Charlie. Oh, really? Where is he? Where is he? I'm saying hi. Hello, hello, hello. You are pretty. Thank you. Thank you. And people are writing in Arabic. I cannot read that. And also in something that looks like Russian. Hello. Alhamdulillah. Habibi. What else do I know? Yalla. Welcome. Nice to have all of you here. And of course, to the new subscribers. I've been wasting your time. I've just been talking. I've not been talking what I am here to talk about, but I'm going to get started. Now I have hair on my rug. That's bad news for me. Okay, we're going to take care of that. So let's get into today's discussion. I went to Dubai, as some of you know. Many of you have seen, oh, Wanda just gave me 200 stars. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you so much. I appreciate your presence. That is big enough. And still on top of that, stars for me. Thank you so much. You are my star. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. And God's Time is Best is also in the building on Facebook. Hello. Let me say thank you actually to God's Time is Best. Thank you for your support. I see you sometimes comment and like our posts on Facebook, and I think sometimes share. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Are you a content creator? I should actually check out your page. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And to everybody, good evening, good evening, good evening. Okay. So last time I was here, I talked about hello to you, Vanessa. Vanessa, what's good? Vanessa watching on YouTube. How are you? Good to see you. Okay, so I talked about some of the things that and how is the family? I'm fine. We are doing fine. As you can see, I am all alone. I'm the owner of the house now. I can go up and come down and run left and right. Nobody's going to look at me like, are you crazy? You understand? We are fine. And I'm home alone. The guys went out. But I know that before I end this video, they are going to be back. So let me make the best of this me time. But I'm fine, and I hope you're fine too. I hope you're doing well by the grace of God. Okay. So I talked about Dubai because I went there, and Dubai is completely different from the Netherlands, of course. Netherlands is one of the most beautiful countries in Europe, in my opinion. I've been to some countries. I've been to the UK. Sometimes I'll go to some place, I'll be like, what's this? The almighty UK. UK is also okay, but UK is UK, you understand? And there are some very gorgeous countries here in Europe, especially like the tourist areas are nice, but the residential areas are just like Europe, But the Netherlands tops when it comes to infrastructure, when it comes to their buildings and whatnot. Yeah. However, Dubai is another ball game entirely. I told you guys last time that for Dubai, nothing is impossible when it comes to buildings. Someone can just look at this thing now and say, I want a building like this. And they're just going to build this, and this is a building. It's just going to be like this. It's a building. That's what I saw in Dubai. And Dubai is like 10, 20 years ahead of many first world countries. Dubai is just Dubai, Like I said, also, many of their infrastructures were set up with tourists in mind, with immigrants. Yeah, I think more tourists in mind, like how they can sell their products. Dubai is like a product, and the money that flows in and out of that country is insane. If you want to spend money, you don't know what you want to do with your money. You have some money, you don't even know what to do with it. Just go to Dubai; they will help you to spend it. They will teach you how to spend money. In fact, sometimes people will be like, "Oh, if you have 1 million naira or $1 million, what kind of business can you start with it? What can you do with it?" Well, go to Dubai. Go to Dubai. You just, it's so easy. From the airport, you will see what you can do with it. You understand? So another thing that let me see, that I talked about, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Another thing that I want to talk about, okay, one of the things I talked about last week was the fact that I was shocked to see some of our African sisters standing on the streets prostituting in Dubai. And of course, I know that in most countries you still have, or in many countries you still have prostitution, and I just didn't think that it would be happening on the streets of Dubai. I thought it would be more like organized prostitution, like escort services, organizing girls, and I didn't know they were still doing it in broad daylight on the street, inside the hot sun in the afternoon. So I talked about that. Oh, you're a content creator. Oh, I'm going to check out your page. So if you guys are watching, if anybody watches this video later, or if you're watching now, go to God's Time is Best page and check out their content and come back and tell me what their content is about. Just go. While you're watching this video, go, because I should have done that before. Go to their page. Just scan quickly what they do there, and come back and just say, Blessing, I've checked the page and God's Time is Best does this and that, so that I have an idea before I go there myself. Yeah. And also like and follow their page. So that was for me one big shock to see that in Dubai. Yeah. And then I told you guys that I would come back and still tell you one or two other things that I saw there that was a bit shocking or a bit surprising to me. And yeah, just to share with you. I mean, Dubai is not a place people go to every day. A lot of people go there. Dubai is a place you just have to have gone to once in a lifetime, at least once. But if what happened to me happens to you, you will find yourself going there every year. So that's just one thing I'm going to say now, that it's just a place. Just know that it should be on your bucket list. Like, okay, you have to go to Dubai. Yeah, at least once. And then if you feel like, I need to go back there, you will go back there. Me, definitely. That one is sure banker. Okay. So today I want to continue on that. What other things did I witness in Dubai? Oh, Johan Huinavond. Hello. Another friend is here. Welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you. Good to see you. Okay. And Johan also says, hi, everybody. So you guys go ahead and say hi to Johan. So let me get my notes. I think I just have like 3 new points that I want to share. One of them is safety. At least that one, I know it. Dubai is safe. Dubai is one of the safest countries. I don't want to say it's the safest. Some people claim it's the safest. I don't want to say so. Or one of the safest cities. Let me see. One of the safest cities in the world. You walk around in the night without getting scared of being mobbed, being attacked, being robbed. Um, Theft is also something you'd instead see in Europe, pickpocketing and whatnot. You're like, no, we're just getting started. I'm just starting. You're not like, you didn't miss anything. I've just been rambling. Welcome. Um, I didn't lose anything in Dubai, surprisingly. I went to the safari. When I went to the safari, I almost lost my phone. In fact, my husband was sure that 100% I would lose something. He was just sure. When we went to Nigeria, we lost one of the tabs of the children at the airport. I lost an entire bag with my 2 phones and 1 or 2 other things inside the bag. I just left it at the boarding. We were going from Abuja to Enugu. I left it on the floor at the boarding place. When we went, we passed through security. I was like, I told my husband, where is my bag? My bag was gone. It was downstairs. My husband had to leave the security area. He went down. Thank God it was still sitting there on the floor, just close to the desk, the check-in desk. A bag with 2 phones still sitting down waiting for us at Abuja. And the tablet of my son, that one, we lost it inside the aircraft. So you know how kids are. The moment we entered, the moment we boarded, they just went and sat in front, like just at the front of the, like one of the front seats anyways. Children, they don't look at the seat numbers, so they just sat there. So we were behind them. And then when we got there, we're like, no, come, that's not where we are sitting, come. And one of them left his tab there. So we went to our seats and we're doing like the final check. Okay, do we have everything? Where are your phones? Your phones are complete. Where are the tabs? And we're looking, okay, we have 1 tab here. Where is the other one? And we're like, shit. And we're already seated in the plane. So we thought we left it inside the airport. Sorry, I'm digressing. But just to give you an idea of what we were expecting to happen in Dubai. So we panicked because everybody had already boarded. We're just waiting for the flight to take off. And we're like, the tablet is still at the airport. So something just told me, check your videos. Check the videos you made. Maybe I have a video that shows where we saw the tab last, or who was holding the tab last, just to have an idea if it was inside the plane with us. So I went to my phone and I saw that while we were waiting to board, like just at the door of the aircraft, my son still had the tab on his neck. So I knew, okay, he boarded with this tab. So that gave me confidence. And I just kind of thought, but I told my husband, he was sitting there. So my husband had to go all the way to the front. And people were already sitting there. For some reason, I don't know if they didn't see the tab, but they gave him the tab. So we didn't lose anything also in Nigeria. So usually I would lose something. Somehow you just lose something. You forget something somewhere. So my husband was just sure that, this girl, you're traveling alone. You will lose something. So I remember him telling me, watch your phones. Be careful. Don't, just be very attentive to your things. I was like, okay. Let me see. Yeah, ik ben ook op YouTube. Ah, okay, Johan, yes, that's how you pronounce J in Dutch. Thank you. God's Time says your hair is beautiful and long. I like it. Thank you so much. I don't even know. I don't remember how long it is. I don't remember, but it's like under my butt. If I stand up, it's under. It's not like here, but under. But the hair is from Afro Chic Empire, custom made, made for me, made for my head. And I think I got it in less than a week, very fast delivery. And it's very good quality hair, it's very good. You can see, I've never taken care of this hair. After the first time that I got it, I oiled it a bit lightly. This is the second time ever I'm doing anything to this hair. The next time I touch it, I'm going to use a flat iron. I've never done anything to it. And still, it's looking okay. Okay. So yes, in Dutch, J is pronounced Y. So we spell Johan. In English, you'd say Johan, but in Dutch, it's Johan. And in Dutch, yes is ja. And that ja, they don't spell it Y-A, they spell it J-A. So if you saw ja, you'd say ja, but we say ja. So yeah, that's how, that's how Dutch is. Dutch is that language that I think Dutch is more difficult than Chinese. Dutch is another kind of language. I don't think there's any language in the world that sounds like Dutch. It doesn't even sound too much like German. People, okay, find their similarities, but yeah, I think it does sound like German a bit. You'd hear stuff like gevoelig in Dutch. Gevoelig. You see the Dutch is a special language. Eigendom. But yeah, let me see. I'd like to visit to buy. Yes, you should. You should go for a week or 2 weeks. 2 weeks is good enough. 2 weeks is good enough. Go there and just do your research before you go, the best places to stay, and also know what you want to do before you go there. Don't just go there and be lost in terms of, okay, what do I do? Where do I go? Do your research before you go. That's what I did. Like before I went there, everything was tack. Even if the plans changed, that I came back to the Netherlands on a different day. I bought a new ticket to come back. So the plans changed, but at least the initial plan, every day was planned for, So it really made it easy for me and enjoyable. Hello, sunshine. How are you? Zo lang was mijn haar. Maar duur om te behandelen, dus knippen. Oh, echt waar? Your hair was so lang. Jeetje, Mina. Ooh. Someone says her hair was this long, but expensive to maintain, so she had to cut it. Oh, that's wel jammer. Ik zou het echt nooit knippen hoor. The thing is, when we don't have something, we are dying to have it. But I can imagine waking up every day with hair like this, or going to bed and you just have to. In fact, guys, talking about hair, I'm shaving my hair tomorrow. I'm shaving my hair tomorrow, hopefully. Guess what happened? So the night we went out, me and my husband, this hair, whenever I wear it, because I have sideburns. Normally I have, it's shaved now, yeah? I have sideburns, and I have 4C afro hair. So whenever I wear this hair, the sideburns always like show here. So the day we were going out, I told my husband, oh, please help me shave off this thing, God, let me start laughing at myself. I said, please help me shave. I wasn't wearing the wig. Please help me shave off these sideburns, So he was like, okay. I said, use your clipper. He was like, okay. Bald, but I said, yeah, just shave the whole thing. What am I doing with sideburns anyway? Because I know it will grow eventually, so I'm not bothered. And then my husband said, okay, where? I said, here, just like this. And then, yes, the clipper went like this, and it went inside a bit too deep. I couldn't cry. I couldn't say anything. I just did like nothing happened. And anyway, I have a bald patch here now on my head. But this side, he did it quite well. This one, it was just okay, you see. But this place, Yeah, it's not, I don't think, I think it's okay, like here up to here. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to shave the entire hair. Yeah. So I'm shaving my hair tomorrow. I'm shaving my hair tomorrow. Let me see. Oh, echt waar? Joanne. Oh, oké. En andere mensen dan. Dus je naam is eigenlijk Joanne, niet Johan. Toch? Johan, blessing over Sabi. Johan said that her parents called her the English way. So they called her with the J, not with the Dutch Y. So I'm saying that means her name is Joanne because her parents should know better than me. Or not. That means her name is Joanne. Yeah, that means her name is Joanne. But if you pronounce it the Dutch way, it will be Joanne. Okay, then I'll start calling you Joanne. Because I mean, if your parents call you Joanne and someone else is calling you Joanne, then it would be odd. Hi, it's Morgan's Coffee. Yes, yes, yes. Good to see you. How are you today? What have you done today? Today is Saturday, by the way. What have you done? I would like to know what you guys have done today before I tell you what I have done. You don't want to know the million things I've done today. Not for myself, but just being over Sabi. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Now I can brush it. Okay, now it's a bit easy to brush. Easier. This is how my husband was brushing it. He didn't even brush anything. I was like, okay. I need to take better care of it. Okay, so if you want this hair, I'm not selling it. If you want it, you can buy it. Not this particular one. You can buy your new one, Afro Chicken Empire. Just search for them on Facebook. Even on Instagram, on TikTok, they are there. Afro Chick Empire. Any length, any color you want, they have it. Good quality. I'm not saying it because I'm wearing it. I'm telling you. You can see it also. And you know how long I've had this hair. If you've been following me, you know. You know how long. You can have it thicker than this. You can have it lighter than this. However volume you want, they will make it customized for you. In my land. Ooh, yeah, that's Phil. En dan moet jij denk ik een keer per maand, of in de 3 maanden, $100 to maintain long hair like this. That's what, I mean, natural long hair. I can imagine, because it's work, eh? But it's a pity to have so much hair and cut it off. Well, I understand you. I understand. Ja, maar eigenlijk moet ik nog meer doen hè, met dit haar. Ik doe niet genoeg. I just put oil. Someone is telling me it looks healthy or it looks well taken care of. But I'm telling them I don't actually do nothing with this hair. I just put this oil now, this Cantu shea butter oil, which is the second time that I'm putting it ever since I got the hair. Okay, let's get started. So I was talking about safety. So given my background in losing things and how I can lose things, I expected that I would have my things stolen or I would be careless and my things would be gone, but not in Dubai. If you lose something, you put this thing here, you forget this thing here, you go home and you tell yourself, oh my God, I think I left it at the station, for example. You come back, it will be sitting down waiting for you where you left. Nobody's going to touch it. Nobody's going to take it. If at all someone takes it, they will take it to the people working there, like the concierge or the like the security people. But you will find your stuff. Nobody has interest in your phone, in stealing your phone. Like John. Oh, John. Wow, I'm learning. Okay, one that is saying it. Okay, okay. We pronounce as sounding like Joan. Okay, the A is silent. Okay, okay. Joan. Okay. Okay, okay. Interesting. We are learning new things. Okay, so like I was saying, I didn't lose anything in Dubai. Nothing. I didn't lose anything at all. Everything I went with, I came back with. I didn't lose anything. If yeah, I can't remember losing anything in Dubai. And another thing that I noticed when it comes to leaving something and coming back to meet it. Boodschappen gedaan. Fufu gegeten, lekker. Nu ben ik jou aan het... Oh, wat ben je aan het maken? Feu? Wat is feu? Aan het maken. In het kachel. Oh, vuur, denk ik dan. Oh, let me see. Oh, I have 10%. You're not going to believe this. Wat heb ik vandaag gedaan? Ik heb ook lekker opgeruimd. Wat nog meer? Ik heb niet gekookt vandaag, want ik heb 2 dagen geleden heel veel gekookt. Dus, maar de kinderen hebben wel gewoon ontbeten. Gewoon brood hebben ze gegeten. Ik heb gewoon het huis schoongemaakt. Verder niets bijzonders. Yeah, I think that's what I did. I did laundry. Ik heb de was gedaan. En opgeruimd. Oh, Joan. Should I call you Joan? Joanne says, Wanda, you are right. So, Joanne, the A is silent, so I'll call you Joan. Someone says, how much do you pay from Netherlands to Dubai? It depends on the season, but the period that I went, I think it was 750 euros ticket. And it also depends on the airline. It also depends on the airline and the class and some airlines you can even get an airline for 500 euros. You can. You might have to change. Me, I don't like to change when I travel unless there's just no other way. I always like to take direct flights. I don't like to change over. No. Unless, like, okay, there are no direct flights or, but no. I'd rather pay that extra 100 or 200 euros than once to fly alone, to board all the wahala, and then you get off at a certain airport and go again and go through all of that again. No, sorry. So yeah, it depends. If you don't mind changing over, you can get a ticket for $500, 500 euros. You can. Then you'd change over maybe in Turkey. If you take Turkish airline, you can go with Ukraine Airlines. And but I think Emirates and KLM are like the most expensive airlines to go to Dubai with. The prices are close. Oh, Joan. Oh, wow. I just learned something new. Okay. I'm going to plug my phone because I have just 10% left. So if we want to continue this video, the only thing is this charger is not long enough. So I'm just going to have to shift everything, shift myself, shift the phone, shift the light before it dies. Hey, God, oh, blessing, who sent me? Who sent me this wahala? Oh, hold on, guys. Let me see if it's now okay. I think it's okay now. Yeah, I think it's manageable. Let me put this one here. Is it okay? I'll cover myself. Yeah, at least the phone is charging now. Where's the other phone? Okay, yeah, you guys can see me. Look at how I'm taking my time because I'm alone in the house. Do you know the feeling? Do you know the feeling? Yeah, yeah, approximately 500. Okay. Wait, let me see. No, it's more than $500. 700 plus euros is like 800 plus dollars. But it depends, like I said, it depends on the airline. It really does. It depends on the airline. And it depends on the season that you go. Oh, yeah. Short hair is always easier to maintain. I know. Yeah. Patricia said, I did it on 500. Okay, what airline? What airline did you go with? So I'm gonna tell you guys, now that we're talking about prices and airlines, and it also depends on when. Guys, I will do a video, another video, not live. I'll just show you guys that 5 years ago, 2020, we were supposed to go to Dubai. We bought the tickets. Everything was booked. Hotel booked. Uh, Let me not give away too much. And the prices then were different than 5 years later. So this life, you see how this life plays out sometimes. This trip that I took in 2025 was supposed to happen in 2020. It didn't happen. 5 years later, it happened. I'll do another video. I'll show you guys. I just saw something like, in fact, life. There is no need to rush for anything in life. No need. Because if it's meant to be, it will happen at the right time. A lot of people, they injure themselves because I cannot wait. But as long as you have life, just know that, okay, maybe it's not the time for me to go. Maybe it's not the time for me to have it. Maybe it's not the time for me to do it. Let me just have life. Let God sustain me. Let me be able to go to bed and wake up in the morning. One day I will. If we can always tell ourselves that, we'll have so much more peace. And when it didn't happen 5 years ago, I just took it like, okay, I mean, it was beyond our powers. It was Corona that caused it, anyways. I was disappointed, but I didn't feel like the world had come to an end, but I'll do another video. Someone says, I didn't go. I was just seeing what it would be based on. Okay. 700 euros is 808. Okay. Okay. No problem. Yeah, timing is everything. Timing. No need to rush for nothing. If it was meant for you, it will come to you. You will get it. Just put your mind to it. No matter how big it is, it would sound crazy to people with small minds. But if you know that I want this, I deserve this, I need this, it will come to you. Just work towards it. Unless you abandon it and tell yourself, okay, I'm done. But just keep your mind on that thing and continue to do what is required to get that thing. Don't be in a hurry. Don't tell yourself, oh, I must. And you're trying to cut corners and you're trying to do dubious stuff, or you're trying to have, just achieve it through any means. No. That's why people have accidents. No, just let it happen naturally. and it will happen at the best time, when it's meant to happen, when you enjoy it the most. Oh, your husband don't like travel. Oh, that's a pity. That's a pity. Especially if you love to travel. I know, I know. How about road trips? Does he like to maybe drive somewhere? I love road trips too. I love to just drive and drive and drive. Me, that I would be like, when I went to France, I was like 7.5 months pregnant. My husband, the first pregnancy, my husband didn't think it was a good idea. 7.5 months, it was like, no, I was heavy. I was like, what? But I was like, I'm fine. And we drove for 5 hours. And I was still, like, and then second pregnancy, we drove to Luxembourg. I was 8.5 weeks. And I thought I was going to give birth in Luxembourg. I had 2 more weeks to put to bed when we went to Luxembourg. Heavy. And we were doing all this, we're walking, we're strolling, and I'll be like, no, let's walk, let's go. I was the one in front. Me. Don't mind me. Okay, let's go back to topic. Okay, I didn't miss anything. Okay, so I was talking about safety in Dubai. Okay, one other example. So I stayed in this apartment complex, and the house manager, because I was almost never there, I went there only to sleep, shower, sleep, only I think once or twice did I go there, like in the evening, that I could even eat there. So the house manager came and dropped, because it's a brand new house, they were still fixing stuff. So I think she brought a bouquet or flowers or decorations, and she put it at the door, because I wasn't home, I wasn't there. And I didn't get any message. She just put it at the door. And me, I got back in the night and I saw something at the door. I was like, who put this here? Did someone put it here by mistake? So me, I just left it there and went inside. Since I didn't get any message, because what if someone put it there by mistake and I now would take it inside? Then it would be like theft. Like, it's not for you. Why did you take it? Why did you take it inside? Are you looking for a bag of flowers? So because my mind told me it could be for the apartment, but I just needed to be sure before I would just take something inside. So I just left it there. I went to bed. The next day I got dressed. It was still there in the morning. I left the complex. I still came back. It was still there. Then the following day again, the third day now, I left. It was still there. I came back. It was still there. It was the fourth day that the house manager, maybe that was when she remembered that, I left this thing, she now sent me a message that, oh, I brought some flowers and some decorations. Can you please put them inside the apartment? I was like, oh, sure. That was when, after like 4 days, it was sitting at the same spot. It was like, there were actually 2 bags, and you could just see some things poking out of the bags. Nobody went there like, okay, what's this? Maybe it's money. Maybe it's expensive Gucci bags. Let me go and see. Nobody touched it. 4 days. It was sitting on the floor at the door. So that's how safe Dubai can be. And I think there's still something else I'm forgetting, but if I remember, I'll still come here and tell you guys about it in another video. I really felt safe. I didn't feel like anyone was going to hurt me. I just really felt safe. Yeah, that's I felt safe there. That's one thing. Okay, another thing. Let me see my notes. Being in Dubai all of a sudden reminded me that I was a woman, that I am a woman. We went to the safari. I think my people are back. I hear footsteps. I think it's my husband. I went to the safari and it was time for dinner. It was like a buffet setup. And I got there and I saw men in one line. women in another line. I was like, oh, I'm a woman. I'm a woman. You know, that's, that switch immediately. Because being in the Netherlands, you enter everywhere. The only place you enter that you cannot enter as a woman is the men's toilet, and the other way around, which is understandable, or dressing rooms at shops. You want to buy a dress or a clothing item, you wouldn't just go anywhere to change, you'd go to the ladies section. That's the only place I would say. But when it comes to just an open space, you just move freely around here. But I got to Dubai and we're waiting to eat. And even to eat, you go and stand with your fellow women. Stand there. Where are you going to? And men, I was like, okay, okay. That was another thing. There are some places you go to that you cannot stay in the same place with men. You cannot sit at the same place with men. The mosque, I went to Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi, like I said, is different from Dubai. Abu Dhabi is where the president of the UAE lives. And that's another interesting story that I think you people should read for yourselves, because if I had to, I could also read it and come and narrate it, but it's so impressive when I was told about it. My first encounter of that history, it's not even a story, of the history was not read by me. I was told during my visit there. So beautiful, the history of the UAE. You guys, some of you know already that almost everything there is man-made. It was a desert land. Dubai was desert. And from what I remember, the 7 Emirates of the UAE. So the UAE is United Arab Emirates. Yeah, there are 7 Emirates inside. So just like you have the United States, the United Kingdom. I'm still hearing sounds. Anyways, just like you have that, you have the United Arab Emirates, and there are 7 Emirates inside of the UAE. Dubai is one of them, and you have Abu Dhabi, which is the capital, if I'm not mistaken. Dubai is not the capital. Abu Dhabi is the capital. Wait, oh, you guys help me Google it. Is it Dubai or Abu Dhabi? I think Abu Dhabi is the capital. That's where the president lives. And then you have other Emirates there that are not so popular. Although there is one that is coming up. That one is where they are building the first casino. I think it's called Al Raskam or something like that. Al Khaira something. It starts with an Al, A-L. They're building the first casino of the UAE there. That one is also developing. Business is booming there. Tourism is growing. It's coming up almost like Dubai. UAE, Abu Dhabi should actually also be like Dubai, but I think the reason Dubai is popping more than Abu Dhabi is because Abu Dhabi is very conservative. It's calm. If you're mad in Dubai, you're having fun, you are doing the luxurious life, and you get to Abu Dhabi, you calm down. Your head, your head will be brought back to normal. Like, okay, hello, behave yourself. So I think that might just be another reason Abu Dhabi is just Abu Dhabi. So the president of Abu Dhabi, or the president of the UAE, is the current, like, let me say, it's from father to son, let me put it that way. So the father, the man now that is the president, will pass on the presidency to his son. So he's like the king of the UAE. Yeah, he's the king. Let me just say he's the king of the UAE. The whole Emirates, the whole empire, he's the king. And his son is going to take over. Although he lost one of his sons some years ago. Very unfortunate. The 7 Emirates, they were not united before, decades ago. Just maybe like 50 years ago, not too long ago. They were not united. You even had border control. So from one emirate to the other, there were police checkpoints. You'd need like an ID card to go, and everybody had their different ID cards. But now the president brought the Emirates together. It was his idea for them to have a united Arab Emirates. So brought them together for all of them to have the same nationality, the same passport, no more border controls and all of that. I'm just telling you, not what I read, not what I researched, what I was told. So it then became a country on its own. So the prime minister of the country is the king of Dubai. That's now how they've made it. So the king of the whole UAE is from Abu Dhabi, yeah, at the capital. He's like the president of the whole UAE. He's the king, and the next king is his son. Now, the king of Dubai is the prime minister of the whole country. So that's how they've shared it. So the prime minister is from Dubai, and the king, president, is from Abu Dhabi. So I just find the history very impressive. And of course, if you hear how everything was built in a couple of years, like I played during that Burj Khalifa video, they had 12,000 workers, construction workers, every single day building the Burj Khalifa. It was ready in less than 10 years. I think they started in 2004, in 2004, if I'm not mistaken, or in 2000, and they finished building less than 8 years later. Every single day, they had 12,000 plus people working, men at work, each day, 12,000 plus. And another interesting thing that I learned was that the Palm Jumeirah, you guys know the palm, that, you know, the island built in the middle of the water body. Okay, now I'm hearing the door. I know they will come back before I even finish this video. The palm was built by a Dutch company. So they brought a Dutch company from here to go there and build. So that made me feel proud. Like, yeah, the Netherlands. The Netherlands, we've got talents here, you know, we've got skills, we've got expertise. So yeah, and the new palm, they're building another palm, the Jebel Ali. That one, I believe, is going to even be bigger than the Palm Jumeirah. That one also, the Dutch company, same Dutch company, is handling it. So yeah, those are some of the things that I learned about Dubai. Let me see if I have one more before I go. Yeah, I think that's all for now. But anyways, the history is very interesting. And one thing that, oh my God, I was surprised about. Let me see if I'm not missing anything. One thing that I was really surprised about when I went to Abu Dhabi, we passed through the residence of the king. The whole street, long streets, not just normal on third road, express, all the houses, they are only his family members, nobody else. In fact, I don't need a visa to go to Dubai. I almost said, let me not go and say this so that they don't revoke my visa, or they don't say, this girl, you are no longer allowed to know, so I can say it, hopefully. Guys, I was sitting with the guide, the tour guide, and I was like, all these houses on this whole street, for him alone and his family members, how many children does he have? Oh, like, it's too much. And the guy was like, he couldn't even talk. That just made me know that, okay, maybe freedom of speech is not really 100% a thing. Because maybe he was feeling like, let me not go and talk, or I don't know if this one is a spy, you know. Because we were having a good conversation, and I was like, why so many houses on an entire street for one family? Why? So I was expecting him to, because he was agreeing, he was nodding his head, but then the eye contact, and he was like, he couldn't he couldn't voice out his opinion. I was like, okay, I understand that, maybe he would be like, maybe this girl, maybe she has a recorder here recording me, and then, so he couldn't say. But so like in the Netherlands, I can tell the prime minister he's a joke. I can say whatever I want, about him, as long as I'm not defaming him. But I don't think in many countries that's the case. I don't think you can just say your opinion. I don't think you can just say what you think about them. Okay, so I think that's all I wanted to share with you guys. For how long have you been here? Almost an hour. Okay, I think I'll go now. Let me go finish my hair. I don't think I'm going to flat iron it this night. I don't have energy for that. But at least I'm glad I oiled it, because I couldn't do it the day I went out. If you guys noticed from the videos that I posted, that the hair was flying all over the place, because I went to work that day. The event was on Tuesday. Business event. They don't do it on weekends. Most business events are not on weekends. So I went to work. My husband went to work. So we came back, had to arrange the children. The nanny came at 6. So we just had to quickly do whatever we could do. I didn't have time for hair. Even my makeup, I did it in the car. You guys, this life of being mommy, working, trying to do business here and there, it's not easy. You see me on Facebook, you think, oh, she has it all put together. It's not easy. It's not. I didn't do my makeup in the house. I did it inside the car. That makeup you saw. Let me tell you how I did the makeup. I only did my T-zone. That makeup that I used to that event, I did here, here, and here. I didn't even do, and I used lipstick, and I put, I think, eyeshadow, black eyeshadow. That's all. It's not easy. And my imagination was that I was going to glam up that evening. Hey, I was like, that day I would wear my lashes. No, I could not. I could not. So, anyways, I'm glad the hair looks a bit okay now. So the next thing is just whenever I have time again, I'm going to flat iron it and just keep it somewhere for the next use. Okay, guys, let me go now. Let me see. God's time, did they follow your page? God's time is best. I told everybody to go and follow your page. You looked beautiful. I didn't even notice the makeup. I thought you have a beautiful... Oh, thank you. It makes you look so young. Oh, thank you so much. It makes me look young. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. My manager we were having a conversation, and he was like, Blessing, in your time... She wanted to say stuff like, oh, when, in my generation is different from yours. That's what she wanted to say. And she was like, in your time... And then she was like, oh, actually, you're like 5 years younger than me. So because they always almost forget my age. They always think I'm a baby. So then immediately she remembered, no, actually, you're like 5 years younger than me. So she rephrased, like, you remember in our time? I was like, yeah, in our time. But thank you for the compliment. Thank you so much. I wish I could have done more on that night. You see this makeup, how it's making me black. Anyway, black is beautiful, as they say. Okay, let me go now. Yeah, thank you, Val. Joan says, so I'm just going to get used to calling you Joan. Joan. After I've said Joan for forever. And then I've suddenly started saying Joan. God will help me. Okay, let me go now. So what I'm going to do now when I leave you guys, I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to come live on my other page. For those of you who know my other page, I'll see you guys there. I'm enjoying myself now because I'm home alone. I have all the time to myself. I have the whole house to myself. So I'll see you guys soon. Glad I finally... Truth. Oh my God, Wanda says she feels like she's sitting in my sitting room. Like we are gisting together. Oh, God's time is best. Guys, can you help me go follow her page? She's a content creator, and I'm really eager to find out what her content is all about. She's commenting there, she's there in the chat. Go ahead and click on her name and give her a follow. Yeah? Wanda, help me follow her. Joan, help me follow God's time is best. Yeah? Okay, thank you guys for doing so. Okay, let me go now. Let me go and eat something. I don't even know what I'll eat. I don't know what I'll eat. But I was trying to say, like, the reason, I think I forgot to continue that story. The reason I didn't come live for over a week, apart from being busy and work and everything, one of the reasons, on Thursday, I entered the kitchen and I started to cook till like 11 p.m., 12 a.m. So now there is food. I cooked, let me tell you guys what I cooked that day. I cooked yam porridge. I cooked soup. I cooked oha soup. And I cooked veggies. I made like veggies, like, you know, with paprika, spinach. I used shrimps, fish, dried fish. What else did I put? Carrots. I didn't put mushrooms. I didn't remember to buy mushrooms. I wanted to really put mushrooms. I didn't put. So I just did like, you know, veggie salves that you can eat with yam, but we're gonna eat it with sweet potatoes. And I did small pepper soup, just small one. So now I don't need to really cook like that. I'll just no problem, God's time. Thank you too for your support. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm just gonna eat something, relax. Hopefully they don't come back by that time. And even if they come back, I'll just put the kids to bed. And because if they are home, going live is it's not so enjoyable because I have to pay attention to them, or they need something and my life is disrupted. So I just like to do it when I can just have my day. Just, you understand? Unless I really have to do it when they are here, but preferably when they are sleeping. Then I have all the time and all the house to myself. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Hope to see you guys over there. Yeah, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for waiting till now over a week for us to do. Are we doing Regina? No, we're not doing Regina. Regina has done herself, unfortunately. I feel sorry for her that she's going through what she's going through, but I don't want to say she put herself through this by herself because she was young when it all started. She grew into it. So I'm not going to blame her fully. And I do, like I said, I do feel sorry for her. But a lot of people are not sorry for her, which I understand. Remember all the pepper them she did, all the way she would mock people. Like, she had a better life. She was married to a billionaire. She would mock people, talk about people sitting down on keke, having an awful life. She's sitting down in a private jet. Even if she cries in a private jet or in a Lambo, it's still better than you entering the sun sitting in a keke. And her husband sent her $100,000, and she posted it so that people can go and drink something to make you choke. What else? And you know, just so many things that. And even if there was a time, I think a lot of people were protesting and she came out and insulted people, like just did a video and just saying so many things that she shouldn't have been saying. She was quite insensitive to the pain of other people, what they were going through. People were going out to protest and you were there, comfortable billionaire wife, talking down at them like they didn't know what they were doing. So many things like that. And I don't want to make this video about Regina even, but one thing that I noticed is how many people are not fighting for her? How many of her colleagues, not even normal people, how many of her colleagues are not in the boxing ring doing everything they can for her? And I think it's not because they don't like her, it's not because they're jealous of her. No, it's because of the way she distanced herself from everybody when she was the billionaire wife. She had her clique, a new clique. She wasn't mingling with all the ordinary directors, producers, actors. She was a billionaire's wife, a senator's wife, you know. So she cut so many people away, or she cut so many people off. Like, she was just doing her thing. And now she has problems. She's coming out now. She wasn't talking to people. She wasn't mingling. She wasn't attending people's events. She just put herself in that position of, I'm a senator's wife, I'm better than every other person. And she's not a proud person. Regina is not necessarily proud, but she just felt like she was in a place that she didn't need anybody. She didn't need you. She didn't need anything from you. She didn't need your friendship. But you cannot be an island. She just didn't think she would ever need anybody. She just didn't think life would happen to her. She didn't think so. She didn't think she would need all those people spending their 500 naira, 200 naira to buy one useless video cassette of hers. She still has that little bit of pride in her, but I don't think she's a proud person. I think she's just childish, and she just needs to learn and grow up. And so, in my opinion, I think that's why so many people are not like all out for her, because she was untouchable. Nothing could go wrong in her life. And now she's now opening up to the media. She would never talk about herself. She would never let you in, you know. Of course, she would show text messages of her husband saying, baby, have you eaten today? You know, oh, my baby is so caring. Oh, he's so protective of me. And she would post all those things. No problem, she's still young and all that. But life is showing her something else. Like, you need people. You do need people in life. You can feel like you're living with the president. You're living with the biggest human on earth. But that person can turn around to be your worst enemy. And then all the other people you cut off, you shut off, you'd need them. But then you would have burnt all the bridges. Then you'd come out, you'd drop your shame now. You'd just abandon your shame and tell yourself, you know what, I'm shameless, come and help me. Who are you now calling to help you? The people you no longer talk with, the people you no longer mingle with, the people you put yourself in that position of, I'm now a senator's wife, I'm better, I'm richer. You are now calling them. A lot of people are still helping her, and I do also believe that her brother doesn't deserve what he's going through. And the way that they took him in, absolutely, like, abuse of power. You know, like, that man, in my opinion, is a wicked man. He's just, she was married to a wicked man. And when she was married to him, he got many people arrested. She was his wife. They got many people arrested, including Jaruma. You guys know Jaruma. Many people. Bloggers. They got bloggers arrested. Husband and wife. This Regina, now her brother is arrested by that same husband. She no longer has the power that she had as the wife of the senator. Now she's feeling what all those bloggers felt. She's feeling what Jaruma felt. You know, so in life, when you hold a high position, nothing is permanent in life. Be careful how you treat people, because you might need those same people. Now she needs the media. She needs bloggers to help her. I hope the boy is released. There is no offense in the boy fighting for his sister. There is no offense. But yeah, we can talk briefly about him, or about the situation when I come live, but that's not what I'm coming live. I'm coming live for something very interesting that you guys are going to see. Let me see. I'm hungry. Maybe Ned didn't want her mingling. Ned gave her freedom. Regina had freedom. Freedom to a certain extent. Regina was going clubbing, even as a senator's wife. I don't think no, I don't think so. Regina was going clubbing. Regina was going out. She was traveling alone. She had freedom to a certain extent. No, I think it was just her way of, okay, in this polygamous situation, let me not bring people into my private affair. Let them not know what is happening in my life. I don't know. I think she just never imagined she would need anybody. That's just it. Maybe she thought she would be the senator's wife forever. Now the senator is using his power to torture her and her family. He's just trying to use his power to silence all of them. All of them. Like the whole family should shut up, not say what they think about him, and they should apologize. What is the apology going to do to his life? Even if they all come out begging and apologizing, it doesn't change what I think about him. That's what people fail to understand so many times. I've already drawn my conclusions about him, not based on what they said, based on what he is doing to people. So even if they come out and say, oh, we are sorry for what we said, oh, you didn't beat her, it still doesn't change how I see him. So why is he so adamant about that apology? They should come and apologize, and then it makes you a good person all of a sudden. You know, it is well. She was married to a wicked man. That's just it. She was married to a wicked man, a very wicked man. Wow. Someone says, blessing the man is not wicked, but Regina, she tasted power and misused it. Wow. Regina was young. She was 17 when she married that man. She's 24 now. She was young. That's why I just like to excuse her. I know she did some things, but she was young. She was young. She was a teenager. She was young. She's not a woman. Maybe now she's becoming a woman, a lady, but she was just a small girl who just found herself in that life and just grew inside of it and started to, she didn't learn life before she started to face life. So, and there are some things I heard about the man also, how he collected land from people in his state, Delta. I cannot confirm those things because I didn't witness them, I didn't see them, I didn't research myself, but I heard here and there from bloggers and from people that he was a very bad, influential person from his state because he would just collect your land because he needed that land. He would just, you know. But come to think of it, in fact, let's not even go there. Dysfunctional. Dysfunctional polygamous family. Hey, like you just go and push your head inside of polygamy at your age. I don't get it. A small girl, what do you know about life? Even ordinary marriage is heavy for a girl, a woman. How much more polygamy? A man with 6 wives. You're 17. You know, sometimes I'm like, and that's why a lot of people are blaming her mother. Like, what were you thinking? Even if you're 23, marrying someone, getting married, becoming a married woman is heavy. Now you're 17, you're not just getting married to your boyfriend, a guy. No, you're getting married to a man 40 years your senior. People have heart, though. People have hearts. They know they fear. Oh my goodness. What goes around comes around. They never expected their father, who was against her getting married to the man mom is, a greedy woman who exchanged Regina for monetary reasons. The funny thing is, Regina's mother gave Regina out in marriage, which is against Nigerian traditional customs. Like, it's usually a father. The father is the main person. I mean, the mother will also be present and she also has a role to play, but it's not the mother seated there when your father is still alive, giving out your hand in marriage. I don't think Regina's father was at that wedding. It was the mother we saw with her full chest. My daughter is getting married. Even the man, actually, he's too old for Regina's mother. If Regina's mother would want to marry that Ned, Regina's mother still looks so young for that man, in my opinion. How much more Regina herself? You understand? I don't think Regina's father was at the wedding. The mother was just, no. Now it's the father that's involved to try to get the son out. The problem mother and daughter created, the father is now in the picture. Now they need him to come and clear up the mess. It just reminds me of what my husband would tell me. Sometimes he'll be like, I told you not to do this thing. Now, everything has scattered. I'm the one that has to come. Because he'll be like, if you had just listened to me, now I have to come and solve it. I'll be like, that's women for you. That's women for you. Because we can handle it when it comes to doing it. We can do it. But when the problem comes, we will need the man to come and help us solve it. That's women. Sometimes we should also calm down. We should be calming down as women. Because we think we can do a lot. And actually, women, we are strong. We can do so much. But let's find that balance, that there is a limit to how far we can go. We can't do it all by ourselves, so it is well. I know they've learned. I know they are learning. I was telling someone the other day, I said, in her life, if she smells polygamy, she will run. She will never go close. Because I think this marriage is over. Maybe she will go back, but I think it's over. But eventually she will get married again. I was saying, in her life, if she meets someone else to marry, if that one already has a wife, she will not even go close. Because one of the big problems here is polygamy. That's one of the big problems. And then the age difference is another thing. She was young. Someone says their mother failed the children. Social media is not a place to air family issues. There are ways to deal with issues, not running to the media. From their explanation, they said the media is their weapon now. That man is influential, and I think that man has more money. Actually, the man has more money than them. So I think the only way they can also stop him in his tracks would be to use the media to expose him. And I think that's why they are bringing it to the media. I don't think they are bringing it to the media for clout. I think they know what it could do to his reputation, and they know how important he sees his reputation. So they are using the internet or the media as a tool to also stand against him, go against him, expose him, so that he would also refrain, like, okay, let me be careful. I can't just do anything and everything that I want. These people are going to put it on the media, Of course, we know some other people would use the media for monetary gains. They would bring it to the media to make money, to chase clout. But this family, they are already in the media. So the media is never the best place, but sometimes you need the media if it's going to help you, not only financially. Ned is power drunk. Someone says she was naive, but now she really needs help. And she's still so young. She needs help, but who can help her? She needs help from who exactly? She needs help. I know she needs help, but who can help her? Even one of these top producers in Nigeria, this lady, what's her name? I can't remember her name now. She put up a post about it, and I was thinking, okay, maybe this one, not Mercy Johnson. There's another producer, and I was thinking, okay, this one, at least she's a powerful person. Nothing. Just put up a post. So what help does she need? What can people do for her? And who are the right people that can help her, that can really help her? You know, you have really big people in that industry. Rita Dominic is one of the top people when it comes to Nollywood. She's not saying anything about it. She's not saying it. Mercy Johnson is also big, but she tried her best. The man is powerful. you know that big past big. Eh? There are levels to being big. So she was just married to the enemy. She needs help. Hopefully she gets help. Next time, let her learn. Don't push people away because, oh, I have arrived. I have made it. Then you distance yourself. It's just me, my clique, my family. We can never need you. Stay. No, go there. I will not come to your party. No. And she's, from what I've heard, she always helps out. When someone is in need, she reaches out, she helps. But she just created so much distance between every other person. She was so into herself, her family. And now she needs other people. Really? Regina's mother got married? Is she... Huh? Did she marry someone else? Yeah, she was too young. She had no business. What was the rush? She was 17. If I'm not mistaken, she was 17. What was the rush? The man wanted to marry a virgin. She was a virgin, according to him. Had she even finished her secondary school at that time? She was doing well in the industry at that time, but marriage happened to her. 17. Hey! And now she has 2 kids. She's just 24. And divorce saga, divorce drama at 24. It is well. Yeah, that's true, Bridget. Bridget says they should bring evidence instead of just talking. Yes, because a lot has been said. Ned did this. Ned slapped her. Ned confirmed twice that he slapped her twice. But we've not seen evidence of anything. That's true. That's true. Yeah. That's true. Maybe as time goes by, things will start to come out. We've not seen anything. You can imagine a mother giving out a daughter at that tender age without the father's consent. That woman, I know they're trying to sell this narrative of, oh, it was my choice. It wasn't my mother. My mother didn't tell me to do it. I even almost killed myself because I insisted that I was in love and I wanted to marry this man. But the mother accepted. The mother was fully in support. We saw videos. If a child comes to you and you say, no, my child, I don't think this is good for you, and your child insists, there is a way you will show displeasure. The child loves her mother, respects her mother, listens to her mother so much. There is a way you will show displeasure that the child will know, okay, maybe I should just date him, maybe I should not marry him, for example. But this mother was into it fully. We saw the videos now, we saw the pictures. I don't know why they're trying to tell us, oh no, it wasn't my mother, it was me. The mother was, like proud. Like, she even did a BBC interview saying, all of you talking nonsense. Why are you taking Panadol for my daughter's headache? My daughter is wiser than many of you talking nonsense about her marriage. She's in love. She wants to marry. Stuff like that. So was she like that because of Ned's position, because of who Ned is. Would she have held that position if Ned was just a nobody, a sales guy, someone who sells airtime, someone who just drives the taxi, you know? For example, would she have? So, yeah. For me, I still feel like the mother, she not try too much. She supported fully. She supported fully. At that age, the child, according to the whole thing, the child was the breadwinner. It was the child that was providing for the mother. It was the child that made sure, or they used her money, her provision, to sponsor the other kids. So she was like their messiah. But she was just too young. 17. I would even tell my child, I'm not going to attend that wedding. I'm sorry. I'm going to support you. I'm going to love you. I'm going to pray for you. But I don't want to come. For example, a child of 17, that's what they do when they are 17. They are stubborn. And the child, if she was like 29, 27, you know that, okay, at least this one has grown. But it's not the child of 17 controlling you as the mother. Why are you there as the mother? Just to say yes, yes to everything your child wants. A 17-year-old is a baby. You understand? But yeah. Oh, someone says in her country they would have locked up the man and the mother. The problem is, I don't even think 17 is the legal age to marry in Nigeria. I think it's 18. So that man is a senator and he married an underage child. Nigeria is a joke. Someone says Ned started the insult saying Regina is an addict, wicked man. And he also didn't show any evidence of her being an addict. And I think he put out a press release. He didn't insult, but it was an insult. But he didn't insult. He did it very officially. That man, he's knowledgeable and he's experienced in stuff like this. When it comes to all these public scandals, he's experienced. So when the whole thing blew out, the story of in my house I'm a queen, in Ned's house I'm nothing, and everybody just assumed, well, based on what they said, they also said, you beat my sister. How can you beat my sister? You slapped my sister. You are lucky I wasn't there when it happened. I would have done this to you. So everybody just said, Ned, you're a woman beater, you know. So he put out the press release, like, he didn't put it out like an insult. He put it out like, this is what is going on. My wife needs help. I want to offer her help. I want to take her to Jordan for rehabilitation. And he said too much. So at that point, it was you against me. At that point, that was battle. For even that press release, that was battle. That was not what he was supposed to bring out at that point in time. Should have just said, guys, this is a private matter. We are going to settle it privately indoors. Please respect our privacy. I'm going to reach out to my wife, or we are going to, just, he's a senator and you're coming to tell the world that your wife is addicted to drugs. You're a senator. So you can just tell that he's also into the saga, but he did it very strategically. So maybe he's going to have evidence of her going to rehab, and I don't think she's denying the fact that she has been to rehab. I don't think she's denying it. I think she has drug issues. However, in fact, the thing is just complex. But he's abusing his power at this point in time. He's abusing his power. He wants to arrest everybody. He's abusing his power. It is well. Wow. When people started to talk about it, Regina said she didn't have a father. Oh my goodness. I remember because when the man came out, he was like, people were surprised that this is Regina's father. He was like, I am Regina's father. Then he started to post pictures. People believed. That was when people believed that truly, people thought she didn't have a dad because he wasn't there at the wedding, I think. I'll go and check again. Oh my goodness, these people. Women, fear women. Me, I'm a woman, but fear us. If you don't fear women, you're on your own. Money talks. You're on your own. She was in an abusive relationship. Ned was abusive. Ned, oh, Ned. Sick pedophile. I imagine how manipulative he was because she's inexperienced. He should have known better. He married a child. I think he was 57 when he married her. She was 17. Experienced. He had been married like 6 times before Regina. And he said he married all his wives as virgins. I don't blame him. I blame the mother who sat down, held the hand of her daughter, and said, my sweet virgin daughter, untouched, pure, young, vibrant, I want you to go to, no, not even I want you, so that they don't say, oh, blessing. No, she didn't say I want you. My sweet daughter, this is your new husband. You're a virgin, untouched. Your new husband, experienced, 5, 6 wives before you. Some of them left. Some of them stayed. Numerous children. Some of them in Abuja. Some of them in the UK. Some of them in Lagos. Some of them in different places. You are now the wife. I am his in-law. I don't blame him. I blame the mother. You open your eyes and give your daughter, sweet, young, fresh girl, virgin, to a man that has disvirgined different other girls before your daughter. Women, I say fear. In fact, myself, I fear women. I fear women. You understand? Because as a mother, you would want the best for your daughter. Like the best. But I think she thought Ned was the best for her daughter, financially. I think she thought he was the best for her. It is well. Yeah. He was trying to disgrace her. No, he was trying more to cover himself. He was trying to disgrace her, maybe, yeah, but he was also trying to cover the idea that possibly he's a woman beater. Like, oh, no, I've never beaten my wives. None of them. I've never beaten any of my wives. My wife is going through something. She's not well. She has to go to rehab. She has been to rehab before in Jordan, and she didn't complete it. And she's, just to put himself out there like, I am the good husband. I'm trying to help her. She needs help. That's what he did with that press statement. Very manipulative, because for him to have explained all of that, it shows that you are not a husband, you are not a father. You're so old, not like so old, but you are so much older than this person. Show some maturity. Even if she's out there doing like her age, you as the man, put everything in order. But no, you are joining the media. You're also putting out statements. You're also explaining to who on the media. You're a senator. You are coming to tell us that she's a drug addict so that we can do what? So that we can say, oh, you are the good man. No, we don't need that. You just have to put your family in order as a man. And he failed to do that. Another thing is that to know that, in fact, the way everything went, the fact that she left his house, got herself another place, it's embarrassing to him. All those men that feel like they have power, nobody can say no to them. She cannot just leave and just be fine and just have her own place. And I'm the one dumped. Like, she dumped him. He cannot swallow that. So he would rather be the one dumping her. He would rather be the one saying, I need this marriage to be over. I need you to leave my house so that the disgrace is on her. But her leaving and being able to stand on her own, get a place for herself, the disgrace is on him. Like, he's that man whose young, sweet wife left him. And he brags, not like brags, but he shows off with the girl. She's a trophy wife. He would go to all these very important events with her. And everybody, because people know Regina, she was one of the top actors in her time. So she would enter a place, everybody knows her. And he is feeling like, I'm the husband of this girl that everybody wants to take pictures with. And so all of that is going to go away. You know, like, he's just power hungry, control hungry. He's a control freak. Wants everything his way. You can't tell him no. You can't leave him when he's not ready to let you go. So now he's, according to what they are saying, he's saying he's not going to have the brother released unless the whole family apologizes and she comes back home so that she can get rehab. That's a very serious thing to discuss in terms of, do you force someone to get rehab? Do you force them to get rehab? At what point do you have that right over their lives to say, you must, I must take you, even as the husband? Do you understand? If she doesn't want the marriage anymore, I don't think he still has that power over her. I think she should just get a divorce. And they didn't marry legally, if I'm not mistaken. I think they only married traditionally. So meaning he has to accept the bride price, which he's not going to accept easily, because accepting it would mean the marriage is over. So he's going to make it difficult for the family. In fact, this story is going to be very long. It's going to be long. He's a lawyer, that's why. He's a mumu, honestly. He's not, he's just been very immature. Ned showed damaged property. What did he do to her to react like that? Wow. How? Yeah, exactly. Something always leads to something. But he's going to say, yeah, she was being erratic. She was high. She was under the influence. That's what he's going to say. And when she gets upset, she's going to break things. Unless she has evidence. That's the only thing that can save her. Wow, Regina's dad refused to attend the wedding because Ned was too old. The man is older than Regina's father. He's possibly the same age as Regina's grandfather. Yes, exactly, Bridget. He was against it, but her mother was doing Odunga. Her mother was always there, always. If I'm not in support, people are going to know that, both parents are not in support. But even during the marriage, she was everywhere with them. They would go to events, she would be there with them. She would supporting them, doing, she was into it. There was no displeasure. I didn't see displeasure. I saw support. This is what my daughter wants. You are going to get it. Actually, that's what the mother wants, in my opinion. But the father, you could just tell that this man is not into this, But yeah, they said it's not the mother. We shouldn't blame the mother. Regina is the victim. Focus on the victim of abuse. Yeah. Yeah, she was young. That's why I've been saying, like, she was young. She was a young girl. She had the support of her mom. If her mom hadn't been her backbone, I don't think she would have gone this far. I mean, moms should always support, but show displeasure at least. And I don't think she really did that. Like, how do you even start falling in love with a with a 57-year-old man when you are 17? How did that conversation come about? How is he talking about your virginity? How? Do you understand? At that age, I will see you as a very dirty man. You're talking to me about my virginity. I don't know if you understand. So I wonder I don't know. I really don't know the kind of life you can have. But I think she was looking for what she missed in her dad. She's from a broken home. So maybe she missed that father figure. She was turned on by Ned acting as a father. Like, have you eaten? You have to eat. You have to eat your food. She loved that. You know, that male figure. She didn't have that. That's why I always say broken homes do more damage than good in the lives of children. Sometimes you just have to go your way. Yes, sometimes it's not working. But people don't know that the children are the biggest victims when only the mother has to raise the child. So even the way some of the things he would post, or some of the messages he would send her, private messages she would post online, she would be like, oh, look at what my baby wrote. And you just see a man acting the role of father, like being protective of her, like being caring to her. I think she just missed that, and she loved that feeling in him. But me, I want to know how it all started. From what I heard, the mother introduced them to each other. From what I heard. But how did they start the conversation of virginity? Like how? I don't want to, she was 17, you were 57. How do you know she was a virgin, that you knew you had to marry her, and the mother was just part of the whole process? How do you even start toasting her? How do you start telling her I will marry you? Me, I'll look at you like one dirty, like, I don't know, but she has heart. uh, that man, and after Regina, he will still go and marry another one. He has a young Moroccan wife in the house, pretty girl. When Regina leaves, which I pray she leaves, he is going to marry another small girl. He could have been her father. Wow, someone says she didn't love her daughter. What a life to live, oh. It's not nicer to cry in a keke. In a Lamborghini. It's not nicer. Don't cry at all. Don't say, okay, because I have comfort, then my tears don't matter. Your tears matter to you. The person crying in the keke, their tears matter to them. But you are saying, oh, you are suffering, and you are crying in a keke. Me, I'm enjoying, and I'm crying in a Lamborghini. But at the end of the day, the one crying in a keke, she has finished crying. She cried for 2 days. She has finished. But your tears are long. Now your brother is crying. Your mother is crying. Now it's public. It's loud. Now it's torture. It's not only tears. Torture. Emotional. Let's be careful what we wish for in this life. What a life to live. Ned will not release the children. Let him swallow them now. I don't know what he wants to gain. Let him swallow them. Wow. Someone says if you can do this to Regina, the mother of his children, can you imagine what he does to people out there? And he's going to try to prevent her from seeing the children, the mother of his children. He's going to try to stop her from seeing them. Remember when the Moroccan wife left him? Like some years back. She went to Morocco, went back to her country. Later, she came back. She even started posting things online before she came back. Posting about him. Later, before she came back, she first apologized publicly. And then she came back to him. But when she went to Morocco, she also didn't take her children along. So if you're ready to live your whole life without your children, you leave him. My God. Ned was a father figure, definitely. Someone says 17-year-olds, you'll be shocked at the things they say and do these days. I know, I can imagine. Even myself, I will be like, eh. I know. They know too much. All that na show off and pepper them things. Just trying to, because a lot of people are, or a lot of people were against that union. So she was always posting those things to show that I'm okay. I have a good life. I'm comfortable. I'm fine. I'm doing well. I have everything I want. She also did an interview saying that sometimes she wants to cook. Her husband is like, don't disturb yourself. Leave the kitchen. Don't cook. That if she likes, she doesn't even cook for a whole week. That's soft life. Which woman doesn't want that? So she was always posting all those things just to make people feel like you're just wasting your time being worried for me. There's no need. I'm having a good life. Are you having a good life? So yeah, pepper them. Pepper them. But me, I always say it that, wait, let me know. It's what you see on the media that you see. You don't know what is going on inside. You don't know what is going on inside. All those things she was posting, even the 100,000. Oh, my baby sent me $100,000. In fact, someone says go deep and imagine him on her. They have 2 kids, so yeah, I can imagine. But a man is still a man at the end of the day, no matter how old and no matter how young the woman is. If you put yourself in that situation, whatever comes, I just find it such a pity. Like, Regina could have just dated him for connections and married someone younger like Stephanie Okeke did. Stephanie was dating politicians, made money and started her production company and married a fine young man. Yeah. Do you understand? My God. Do you understand? Someone says, for someone as old to want young virgins as wives, he's not a normal person. You have so many wives, all of them virgins, and the next wife will still be a virgin. How selfish. Hey, God. Exactly. Everyone commenting online always says they are rich. Social media life. All that glitter is not gold. Fair with. Wow, that's true. People would see her then and think, oh, I wish. Oh my God, I wish. In fact, you know why I'm happy that this thing is not even working out? Okay, I just put on the light on my YouTube. Hey. Oh my God, I wasn't reading your comments. Hello, Evo. Evo says there is a roach. Where are they? Where are they? Hi. Why I'm so happy this did not work out is this. Because all that show off, it's not a problem for me. Social media is a place where people come and show off. But the message it sent off to girls was that this life was okay. You can marry a man 40 years older than you. You can marry into a polygamous situation and you will be fine. That message, just to normalize that life, it got me sick. But now that everything is playing out in all its ugliness like this, I'm so happy. I'm not happy because she's going through it. No, because nobody should go through anything like this. Nobody should have to suffer, whether in marriage or divorce. But I'm happy that it's happening in public so that the same people who thought, oh my God, I don't mind, there's nothing wrong with this, even if he has been married 4, 7 times, even if he has 6 wives in the house, it's not normal, so that they can see the other side of it. I'm happy they can see it. So it's not just seeing only the good sides, but also seeing the ugly sides of it. So they will know that, okay, this thing is actually not so normal. This thing is actually not so nice. Do you understand? Maybe not juju, that's how he renews it. That's what some people are saying. Do you understand? So, no, it's not normal. It's not normal. Okay, I will go now. Thank you all for being here. We've really stayed long. How many minutes? Almost. Guys, I still have to go live on the other page. Let me go and eat first. Thank you all so much. I'll see you guys on the other side. Let me go. Yes, I'm glad the young Gen Z that envied her can see the repercussions exactly of such a union. Exactly. So that they're not going to... And she had a boyfriend before she met him. So Madina or something like that. So that they will know that, okay, let me go to school. Let me build with someone, not a man that has lived. There's nothing he needs in this life again. He has had wives, he has children, he has wealth, he has power, he has influence. She gave him fame. What else does he need? So you are the next victim, the next virgin. So that young next girl will know that, okay, this is not so glamorous, That's why like I said, I'm glad that it's in the media, in public, so that they can also see the flip side of it. They were giving out the notion that it's the best thing that could happen to young ladies her age. Amen. Exactly my point. It was like, this is the life. This is it. This is comfort. And how did I get it? I just got married to a very old man. Not just a very old man. I got married to a man that has wives. And I'm now one of the wives. And this is what you have to do, more or less, even if they don't say it like that, like, oh, there's nothing wrong with it, I'm in love, I'm married, what's wrong with it? But there's everything wrong with it, Okay, let me go now. Good night for now. I'll go now and I'll see you guys on the other side. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Someone is asking where I'm from. I'm from the Netherlands. Maybe I should just tell you briefly so that we end this Dubai situation, this Dubai series until one thing. Okay, I think I'll do another video. Otherwise, this one will be too long. This one will be too long. Yes, they rubbed it in people's face. They did. They rubbed it in. But she was young. Let's remember that. She was young. She was 17. She was young. She was young. But even in her being young, how, in fact, I think being young should have been the reason for her to run away. Honestly. A girl that had never experienced intimacy, I would be afraid now. Her age should have been her reason not to have gone into that marriage, not the excuse. If you really think about it, if she was a woman who had been heartbroken, by being maltreated by men in previous relationships that didn't work, men abandoned her, used her, she's in her 30s, almost 40, and she's like, okay, you know what, this man wants to marry me, he has several wives, he's very old, okay, let me just settle, maybe he's better than all the other ones that are. But this girl had never experienced anything inside of her body. So for her to have settled for one of the worst categories of them at that age, maybe there is something wrong with her. Maybe there is something wrong. At that age, you'll be scared now. You don't have experience of anything. You'd be scared. Like, no, this is too much. This is too much. But she wasn't scared. She went with her full chest. She wasn't like, okay, let me see how it goes. No. It is well. All right, everybody, let me go now. I will do another video on Dubai. This one I just remembered when someone asked where I'm from, and I just said I'm Dutch. What I experienced with that in Dubai. Where I'm from. We'll do that next time. And also another thing I want to do when I come live, maybe not next time, but after then, is spending as women. I think I mentioned it last time, how we spend and how we can better our lives when we cut down on spending. I want to talk about that. I want us to learn from one another. How we spend without realizing we are spending away our future. So many things we spend on, we shouldn't be doing. Me, I've learned to, hey. And I want to share some of my knowledge and just give you examples of how you can save and maybe better your life from just saving, and just stop wasting money. Stop being wasteful. I want to do another video on that. Someone says, was she really a virgin? That's what they said. Well, the man said she was. The mother said she was. She said she was. So, but she had a boyfriend, and it's possible. I was talking to someone the other day. I said, yeah, it's possible to have a boyfriend and be a virgin. Yeah, very possible, because it's not every relationship that is intimate physically. It's very possible that you're in a relationship with someone and you don't have sex with them. Yeah, I still believe that that's possible, but I don't know if she was, but they said she was. Okay, thank you guys. I'll see you guys on the other page. Let me go and eat, rest, and then I'll come live. We'll come and talk about something very interesting. We'll come and gist again with my people that I've not seen in a while. But first, I'll clean all this hair, because you can see it's just really irritating me even as I'm sitting here. I'll clean all the hair inside and the rug is black. So maybe it's tomorrow I'll be able to do that. The rug is black, so, but I have hair inside. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the thumbs up. Go ahead and follow the page, and follow God's Time is Best. I'll go check your page now. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Let me go off on YouTube first and subscribe on YouTube.